evening, the President and the First Lady will travel to Camp David. On Sunday, the President and the First Lady will travel from Camp David to Wilmington, Delaware. On Monday, the President will host a breakfast in honor of Memorial Day.
The President sought to or been asked to give any reassurances related to the debt limit negotiations that he's continued to be engaged in. And I guess in your conversations, has anybody brought it up to you with any level of concern or discomfort?
It is definitely a subject of interest here at the G7. Countries want to have a sense of how these negotiations are going to play out, and the President has expressed confidence that he believes that we can drive to an outcome where we do avoid default. And part of the reason that he's returning home tomorrow rather than continuing with the rest of the trip is so that he can help lead the effort to bring it home.
Good morning. This podium is very high. Okay, it's great to see you guys on the other side of the world. As you can see to my left, we have National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan here, who's going to just give a little bit of a say that last part again.
That if Republicans hold out and refuse to raise the debt ceiling, they can bring the White House to the table and bring concessions on spending.
So look, here's the thing. They cannot be holding the American economy hostage. They can't. And so it cannot be held hostage by Republicans. We have been very clear, by these MAGA Republicans, by the Speaker, we've been very clear about that. So look, the President has held the line on this. It is not negotiable. We should not be negotiating on the debt. This should be done without conditions. There continues to be real differences between the parties on these issues. We've been clear about what the President cutting the deficit. That's what the budget he released on March 9th, more than 2 months ago, that's what it does. It reduces the deficit by $3 trillion over 10 years. The President has already shown that while he is not insisting on his approach, if Republicans in Congress were serious about cutting the deficit, so look, there's no question we have serious differences, and this is going to continue to be a difficult conversation. That's not lost on us.
The other major element that the leaders will talk about today is how to ensure we're fully aligned around the need to deliver bold action to accelerate the clean energy transition. So I think you will see a clean energy statement coming out of the G7 that really, in a way, brings President Biden's economic agenda to the global stage. His emphasis on climate action, that since the formal launch of the Partnership on Global Infrastructure and Investment last year, we have seen a range of projects announced and the building out of a pipeline for significantly more projects in Africa and the Americas and Southeast Asia and elsewhere that go to physical clean energy, digital infrastructure in emerging economies. And so later today, the G7 and key partner countries will come together for an event with PGII where further projects will be announced.